My name is Zamani from a design company called Elotrope. We're based here in Johannesburg, but I'm from Durban.
I'm Zamkelo Mdaweni, and we're actually working in Naturena, and we're here in Randburg.
When we won the design contest run by Design Indaba called Your Streets, we submitted the concept of placing seats made up of tires for passengers at the taxi rank. So here we are at Randburg taxi rank in Johannesburg. We've already placed our seats.
These are called the riding chairs. It's basically seats made out of worn-out tires, and we place a rubber on top.
We're playing around the concept that people will be riding some form of transport where we'll be placing our seats, and it's a seat. So chair and riding put together, we came up with the concept of riding chair, because we put it where people are commuting. But the issue is that Johannesburg is known as a place where people just want to get things done and go to make their money and come back home, and that's the main agenda that most people have in their mindset. Public spaces are not treated in a way that the experience of using them is actually enjoyable. And the fact that we've tried a different concept that understands the challenges that people are facing as they're traveling around the city, I think makes the experience far more enjoyable, of knowing that I'm in Johannesburg and there's certain things there that make my experience as a person actually far better as I'm living there. Because it's such a new concept for a new context, it made it we had to stretch ourselves to finding the kind of material that would allow us to actually execute it so well.
So basically, there's a problem with tires. They are piling up the landfills, and they can't be put down in the landfills because they contain methane. So we thought that we can use the tires to make seats.
We sourced them out from car dealerships that actually replace tires, and because they've got a lot of tires piled up and they don't know what to do with them. So when you go to them, we want the seats, please help us out, take them away. With the rubber, it's a different angle of taking it, in such that it's going to be far more comfortable, and people are generally more prone to actually finding it as something that's refreshing, rather than typical concrete, which ends up being so dirty that they end up not using. Product development is such the process requires so much energy, because you've got to constantly refine the idea. Because it's one thing to get the idea when you initially make it, but as a designer, you're haunted by the question of how can it be better.
At the moment, we've placed them in Pretoria, Dennebaum Station, and then we have them here. We're still talking with MTC, which owns Bree, North, Bara,
and all the big
Ferrandale. People have responded good, especially passengers. They enjoy them. So for me, it was a great opportunity, because now we have a lot of other ideas, and now we can expand the project and build from it.
Because as it is, when you put in the seats, we've got passengers that are like, where can I buy this thing? We're like, okay. And then you have vendors who are actually selling stuff here. They come to us as well, like, guys, what do you have to do to buy this thing? Like, wow. It's the most inexplicable feeling to actually see your idea manifest into reality. And I think what Your Street gave us that priceless feeling, where you can actually see what you actually conceived of and see it and touch it, It's like when it's there and you actually see the results of it, it's like the journey has been justified.